Hi, this is Drew Garrison reading the Walter Mitty script. I'm going to pick it up at page 36, scene 36. Wow, these are the airmail records from this last week. Checking a large. They helicopter mail in as the shipping freighters go by. We had 53 pickups. That's 53 freighters. He could have been on any one of them.
So he just went by us?
If he was on a freighter, he went right by us.
So there's no one here who might have had contact with him? Who might know where he's going?
I'm afraid I can't help you. A moment passes. Unless you want to mail something.
No, I don't have any mailing needs. Wow.
Lo- Learning Sean had slipped into the unknown again. Walter's despondent. He sits at the bar, drinking a beer, out of what looks like a glass. Woman's boot. It's huge. The same folk dance is going on behind him. But he's not engaged. He's looking at the blown up photograph of the thumb. He's just staring at it like it's never going to grant him anything. A thumb. Then, after a moment, a real thumb that looks just like that thumb appears beside it, attached to the hand of a guy who's just walked up to the bar and put his hand on it. On the bar beside the photo, the two thumbs rest behind one another. They're the same thumb. After a brief moment, Walter notices the resemblance. Then he turns and looks at the guy. The guy looks back.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Where was your thumb like 4 days ago?
Walter has come outside the pub to talk to this guy. There's a helicopter parked in the field behind the pub. The thumb guy is its pilot.
I can't believe I found one thumb.
Well, it's the least densely populated country on Earth. It's a good place to find a thumb. He's on the Dolores. I helicopter dropped and picked up mail from her Tuesday. He's a strange guy.
Sean,
Yeah, he took a picture of my thumb.
yeah? Why?
He saw I worked my controls with it. He's shooting photos of people working. That's why he's on that ship. I'm taking some radio pods out there in 15 minutes. Their radios messed up.
Man, I really need to contact him. We're in a transition period and
You could contact him by coming with me, then contacting him in person on the boat.
can't we just call them? I could ask him on like the boat phone.
The ship to shore.
Can I just ask him on the ship to shore instead of going on that old looking helicopter?
Wow, there's radio is messed up. That's why I'm flying out.
You're leaving now?
After I finish my beer. That makes Walter pause.
The weather doesn't seem great. Feels like there's a storm moving in, brewing.
Yeah.
But you're just going to finish your big glass woman's beer boot and then fly.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go with you.
The pilot sits at the bar finishing the boot beer. Walter's in the background, looking in through the window, watching the pilot drink. A little while later, the pilot's in the pilot's chair of the helicopter. The blades are spinning. He's about to lift off out of Nuke. Walter's in the distance, standing 30 yards near the pub, looking over. He's not going. Then the helicopter starts to lift at the same moment. Walter has a change of heart and starts to run toward it to come along. The helicopter begins to ascend. The environment around the pub is pretty different than what we've seen. We also haven't seen Walter sprinting before, which he is now, briefcase, arriving, then leaping 3 feet up into the passenger seat of the helicopter. Walter's high above Greenland, flying over a fjord. It's breathtaking. He yells to be heard from the passenger seat to the pilot.
Is that a fjord?
Yeah,
I've seen pictures of fjords, but I've never actually seen a fjord. I don't think I've ever said the word fjord out loud.
stop saying fjord. It's annoying.
Okay,
This is a look from way up in international shipping vessel mid-sea. The weather around it's getting rocky. On deck, they're prepping a life raft. Walter's getting rocked a little in the helicopter passenger seat. The weather is getting rough. They're in some low-lying storm clouds. We're not going to be able to land on the freighter. I've got to drop the radio parts and you in a life raft. It's a short drop, but your decision. You can just fly back with me.
yelling over. I'd really like to get my hands on this property. They're making some changes at the office. It's going to reflect poorly on my work. I might get let go, and I have a mounting piano situation that's rocked big time. Wow.
The pilot carries on to the freighter. Walter seems to be calling on his reserves to see this through. It's noisy. The weather's rough. There's lots of lifting and dropping. Walter's steadying himself in the cargo hold, preparing to jump. You're doing great. We're only 6 feet up. Just jump out the door. Walter. This is wide view of what's going on. We see the back of the hovering helicopter. To its left is the international shipping vessel, the Dolores, which has placed the life raft between it and the helicopter. There is still some space to the right of the frame, where there's open water. That's the side of the helicopter Walter mistakenly jumped from. After he surfaces, he starts to drift away from the freighter. Walter's treading water a fair distance from the freighter. The crew, Chilean, has gathered at the bow of the freighter. The captain calls out to Walter through a megaphone. We are sending a pontoon. Try to remain calm. This moment a fin passes Walter. Okay, if that's a porpoise. If what? What? If that is a porpoise, befriend it. Porpoises are mammals with rare intelligence and sympathy. They often protect swimmers from. Is that?
How do you? I just see a Fed. Can you get a beat on some more information?
All right. That was Walter Mitty. Nice. Yeah, Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Was a great movie. Directed by Ben Stiller, starring Ben Stiller and Kristen Wiig. Um, Came out a few years ago. Really good movie. Check it out. It's been Drew Garrison. Great day, guys. Thank you so much for watching and listening.